Welcome to the Information and Education module, lecture number 8. Principles of preparation of carious cavities, class 6 by Bлеку. Preparation of the carious cavity involves the sequential implementation of 5 stages. 1. Opening of the carious cavity. 2. Expansion of the carious cavity. 3. Necrectomy. 4. Formation of carious cavity. 5. Finishing the edges of the enamel. To class 6 according to the appendix to the classification by Bлеку. This include cavities located on the cutting edge incisor and on the tops of canine, mounds, premolars and molars. The reason formation of defects in this area is the erasure of hard fabrics to choose with nudity dentin. Dentin erasure is much faster than enamel erasure. As a result, this process of the cutting edge of the incisors are formed first the placemarks and then gutter-like defects on the tops of hillocks, fangs, premolars and molars defects are cup-shaped the form. The bottom of such defects, except for score coloring, dancing with food coloring agents, is usually happens pigmented, dark, brown or black colors. Features of preparation of class 6 cavities. 1. The most gentle preparation. 2. It is possible to refuse anesthesia, especially with a small depth of the cavity. 3. No need to apply a cofferdam. 4. The optimal cavity depth is 1.5 mm. 5. It is possible to preserve the enamel devoid of the subject's dentin. 6. The edges of the enamel should not be prepared of the form of a fold. Preparation class 6 cavities have some special features. This is primarily due to the fact that defects are located in area of level temperature, occlusive disease and abrasive loads. Therefore, before starting the preparation, you should definitely perform an analysis occlusive disease find and fix point occlusive decision contacts. 1. Opening of carious cavity. Opening of the class 6 cavity due to its cup-shaped or grooved shape is usually not required. Enamel along the edges of the cavity on the incisor is preserved as much as possible. Goal: to create a good access to all necrotic and demineralization tissue. Use burrs, spherical, fissure, pear-shaped, etc. Criteria: no undercut enamel edges. 2. Excision cavities. The stage is not performed on front teeth. On the mount of chewing this teeth, where the seal will be exposed to significant loads. The expansion of the cavity is carried out in such a way that the border of the filling with tooth tissues does not pass through the point's occlusive disease contacts. Use burst large, spherical, cylindrical, cone-shaped, flame-shaped, pear-shaped. 3. Necrectomy. Excision of tissues at this stage is carried out very sparingly. Sparingly. Excessive removal of intact hard tissue in this area leads to weakening of the areas of the tooth where greatest load falls when chewing and biting of food. Only pigmented dentin is removed. Enamel, even weakened and not associated with dentin, is preserved as such is possible. During the filling process, it is reinforced from the side of the cavity with a layer of composite materials. For forming a cavity on the cutting edge, the cavity in the area of the cutting edge of the cutter created in form of groove with slightly narrowed bottom. Depth it should also be 1.5 to mm. Excision, unaffected tooth tissues. In this case, it should be minimal. All enamel edges incisor cavities safe. Sometimes to provide the location, seal on the level of the edges of the cavity walls, produce grinding the antagonist tooth. The cavity at the top of the hillock is formed in a cylindrical shape with parallel of slightly converging lines to bottom walls. The tilt of the walls can be achieved by creating an enamel bevel along the edge of the cavity at an angle of the 15 degrees. Optimal depth cavities 1.5 to mm. After defining the boundaries of the